Hey everyone, welcome to Lifestyle Makes Sense. I'm Melissa, and if you're like me, you have a side hustle gig somewhere that you do on the side. One of mine is bartending, so today I'm bringing you along. I'll be counting my tips at the end. Hope you enjoy. Just as I'm about to pack my vehicle for my final bartending gig until August. I don't have another one until August. It's raining. Like, y'all, why didn't I pack? Well, I know why I didn't pack earlier, because I have ice, I have stuff to transport. Let me go grab my umbrella. Oh. Oh my gosh. So I got that done. Now I have to start packing my tote. And I'm hoping that I only need one tote for this, and it can fit in the back, and I won't have to worry about anything else. Normally it's not this chaotic, but you know, when you're dealing with weather. I have some new ice jugs I'm gonna try at her event. And I have 3 that I'm gonna try for this one. I'm only taking 2 cocktail shakers. This is my tip jar. If they want to stick a tip in, they can. Tools. And I always bring an extra bottle opener for some reason. Always bring 2. This is how I transport. This is the chaser that I pre-made. I always pre-make my chasers if I can. Saves so much time. My garnishments, whenever I can, I pre-freeze them. There's the container. And we're off. I forgot my tablecloth. Okay. So this is the venue. And I'm gonna basically just unload my stuff, go park, and then come and look for a space. So prior to every event, I always make sure that I wipe down my area, I lay out my tablecloths and prepare my space. I always bring my own ice because I love a certain type of ice for my signature cocktails. Prior to the event, the guests wanted to have a particular cocktail served. So I made 6 different samples where she could test test them out, and then she choose whatever signature cocktail. She chose one, and that's the one I'll be serving tonight. However, I did make 4 different variations of that same cocktail. Of course, you always have those that don't drink alcohol, so you want to always prepare a non-alcoholic version of the same cocktail, and then you do strengths. I like to do strengths. Of course, I do a light one, a medium, strong, strongest, and then over the night you'll see how the guests will be saying they want number 2, number 1, number 3, number 4, or they just basically want a virgin version of it, a non-alcoholic version of it. Hosts put a lot into their events, so I always want to have my spot be complimentary of theirs. I don't want to take away from it at all. So I try to make my setup look neat as possible, like a bar that they would be satisfied with. This is the host. Oh, thank you so much for hiring me. I really, really appreciate all your time and your family. Okay, I don't have no Sprite, but I got a mixture. Okay. As long as it ain't green, you'll be all right.
Two number 4. If I can get that. You two ladies. I ain't doing no driving. I'm gonna get in there and drive.
Oh,
Somebody gotta get the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
that's true. That's true.
Y'all ain't got no samples back there. Sample fish, anything. That piece of that over there. Fish smelling good, looking good. Well, right there, they like eating the chicken fish.
You have, can I get 2 cups of ice?
Y'all get him no more. Oh, yeah. Right up. Turn on.
So let's talk about these numbers people are calling out. When I do my cocktails, I always like to do something fun and creative with them. And so when the host chose this option, she chose the Hulk Me Punch, then I always do variations of it. Number 1, non-alcoholic. Number 2 is a lighter version. Number 3 is a little bit stronger. And number 4 is the strongest. So playing off the theme, Hulk, I gave it these little unique names. Number 2 is just Lou. He's not turned into the Hulk yet. Number 3, don't make him angry. And number 4, you've made him angry. He's now the Hulk. But the guests won't be affected in that way. They won't turn into the Hulk. But it's just a fun way to serve the cocktails. That's all.
What time y'all leave tomorrow?
Yeah, after dinner. After dinner. Yeah, we're gonna be over there early.
I'll probably talk to you before dinner.
Hey, I'm back. Give me a number 3. 2 number 3s. I'm gonna hook you up before I leave, okay, baby? I'm serious. I'm gonna hook you up before I leave. Give me a 3 and a 4. Okay. So this other person is no alcohol. What you want to do? 4. At the 4. Thank you, sweetie.
I'm your wife for this shit, so I gotta have my shit.
I got you.
That was good. Thank you.
While I love bartending, I would not want to do it full time only because it is death to my back and death to my feet. But thanks to these new little slippers I purchased, I feel a little better with this particular gig. But anywho, you have to keep your areas clean. You have to be friendly. And I love doing all of that. I can be friendly. I can, entertain the guests, keep them entertained. And I love creating my own recipes. Oh my gosh, that's the beauty of it. I get to put together something that satisfies.
How you doing? Have anything with some tequila? No? All right. I'll take the hot punch. Number 3. Let me get a hook and then some of that orange. Right there. Hey, chill. Let me get a all right. I got you. You tried number 4. You tried number 4. It wasn't working right. Well, you got that bourbon here there. I know, right? At home in my closet. Thank you.
So that gentleman actually handed me a tip in my hand, even though I have a tip jar, and that happens occasionally. It don't hurt my feelings. It don't bother me. I just make sure I clean my hands after the fact. You may see me wiping my hands throughout this video. That's after somebody has handed me some money or what have you. You have to be clean. I love an area that's always clean. And even though I'm sharing this particular area with the person who did their food and catering, it worked out well because we each had our own individual space. They did have to use an outlet that was near me, so that's why you constantly may see them, but it worked out. You have to be in agreement with your space and your area. And basically, I don't let anything really ruin my bartending time that I'm with the guests, because they're not the ones that hired me. The host is. So I have to make sure I am giving the host 100% satisfaction according to what they are paying me for and what they've paid me for. And right now we are wrapping it up. My gig was only 3 hours long, and that's good. That's perfect timing for me. I really don't try to accept gigs that are over 4 or 5 hours because, like I said, it can, be damaging to your back or your feet if that's not what you're used to doing. But, at the end of the day, when you get your payment and you get your tips and all of that, which I get prepaid, by the way, but if you were to wait to the end of the day, it's very satisfying. There's the host. She came in finally able to grab her a cocktail.
Well, I have wrapped up with my I am done. Oh man, I should have brought my tip jar up. 3 hours. I don't know how many tips I have, but whatever it is, it'll be worth it. I didn't even expect to have a tip jar because the hostess paid me, and it was an option to have a tip jar. She didn't mind, so I put one out, and I did get a few tips, so we'll see. I'm not, too concerned about whether I got a lot of tips or not, because like I said, I was paid prior to, and that's how some of my bartending jobs are. I only do private events, so I arrange how we do it, ahead of time. I am very versatile when it comes to my payment because I charge enough up front to, kind of cover it, and everyone don't come prepared to pay tips. So I understand that at private events. And so, but I'm headed home. I am going to count my little tips and show y'all my tips when I get to the house. I will do that. I made it home. And I'm going to ask my husband to come get this. I'm going to get my tip jar out.
It fell out. Oh. So I'm gonna get my tip jar. But it is dark. Okay. Tips. I'll count them in just a minute. Yep. And then yeah, it's empty though. Oh. Ooh. So I won't say this is my favorite time of the night, but just because I did get tips this particular time, it is one of my favorite times of the night to come home and sort out and count your tips. And so that's what I'm doing here. I turned the sound off because for some reason it was extra loud sorting this money. So no sound. Okay. It's 20, 40, 50, 55. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66 tips. So $66 is what I walk away from tips. I think that's pretty good in addition to what I was paid prior to do the event, and to only serve one cocktail is very good. So I'm proud. I'm glad of that. And when you look out over the tables and you see empty cups and glasses and they continuously come back to get the same cocktail, that really says something. So I really appreciate this family, this host, for having me, and thank you guys for joining me. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will be budgeting this $66 in an upcoming video. See you soon. Have a great day, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Bye guys.